Today my mother is gonna be making my abuela's recipe to make rice, and it's really delicious.
Looking to spice up Taco Tuesday? I've got the recipe for you. This is my mother's Mexican rice that can be paired with either tacos, burritos, enchiladas, tostadas, and one of my personal favorites is with beans and eggs on the side. Absolutely delicious, but that's what it is. So we're gonna go over food prep, the ingredients that you need, and then I will show you the step-by-step instructions to prepare this delicious dish. Now, first you're going to start with your rice. You're going to want to rinse it off and get some of that excess starch off of it. And you'll need to chop your onions before you get started in heating your pan. Then for the ingredients, you're going to need 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice. My preference, maybe you would prefer to use less, but I use a cup of onions diced, 1/3 cup of tomato sauce, a tablespoon of your tomato and chicken seasoning, and my preferred brand is the Knorr. I feel like if you don't use this specific brand and seasoning, that it won't quite taste the same. And this is the tomato and chicken flavor. And you're also going to need 2 tablespoons of oil. So now that we have our ingredients, and you'll also need a pot like this, and make sure that you have a lid to cover it. All right, so let's get started. So now that we're here at the stove, you want to put your heat on to medium, and you're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil, like so. And you're going to want to let this get super hot. It's because you want to sizzle when you add it. So my oil is ready. I'm going to go ahead and add in my onions. And make sure you keep them moved around. You don't just want to let them sit there or they will burn. Okay, now my onions are starting to turn a tinted yellow and have a little brown on them. And now we're about ready to add our 1 cup of rice. Just go ahead and add it straight in and mix. Okay, now as you can see, the rice is getting a little toasted, a little brown. Now this is when we're going to go ahead and add in our tomato sauce. We're going to pour it right in. And mix this for about 30 seconds. Make sure it's completely coated. Okay? And now you're going to add in your 2 cups of water. Now once you add in your 2 cups of water, you're going to go ahead and give it a stir. Mix that rice in. And you're going to go ahead and add in your 1 tablespoon of seasoning. And once it starts to boil, that's when you let it go for 10 minutes. And I really think that's one of the most important things, because that gets that rice really cooking before you go ahead and turn it down. All right, so now that we've let our rice boil for about 10 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and turn our temp down to low and add a lid to it and set our timer for 20 minutes. All right, so once the timer has went off, you're gonna go ahead and leave the lid on, because it is gonna keep on cooking. And you're going to turn off your temp and just slide it to the back of your stove. And you're gonna let that sit there for about 15 minutes and let it rest and keep on cooking. Okay, so now that we've let our rice rest, we're gonna go ahead and remove the lid. And like I said, we want to stir it with a fork to fluff it up. And we're not smashing any of the kernels. Just give it a good fluff like that. Work through it. And it smells so good. Cooking in your house, it smells good. Just right now, it's one of my favorite dishes. And a big reason why I chose to make this today, because I don't know a lot of people who know how to make it, and it's just too good to not share and for other people to learn how to make it themselves at home instead of just going out to eat and having it. And it's the true testament of a couple simple ingredients combined to make something so comforting and satisfying. So once it's fluffed up like this, I'm gonna go ahead and add it. Now I have some enchiladas here. Like I said, it's a beautiful side dish or main dish, whatever you're craving. Give it a little taste. It's hot. Like I said, this is one of my favorite dishes, and I just want everybody to know how to make something that's so delicious. I hope that you guys all give it a shot and enjoy some authentic Mexican food at home, and add a little spice to your Taco Tuesday.